Welcome to Tap That App. I'm Josh Lowenson, and this is a show where we cover the hottest apps in the mobile space. This week we're looking at apps that let you play God. All three of them are iPhone games that put you in complete control of a virtual world where you can do good or bad. Sure, they're time wasters, but some of the ones on this list can be just as fun and addictive as full game titles. Let's start off with Pocket God from Bolt Creative, which is probably the best known God game on the iPhone and one of the best selling iOS games to date. Since launching in January of last year, it's been updated with 33 content updates, all of which have added mini-games and activities you can do with the game's Pygmy tribe. The game provides a number of ways to end the lives of these virtual people, be it feeding them to the sharks, burning them with a magnifying glass, striking them with the lightning, and even harpooning them underwater. And bringing them back to life is as easy as hitting a little plus button in the top left-hand corner. But there's more to the game than merciless death. You can help your pygmies catch fish, fend off bad guys, and pass the time by dancing to the beat of your finger tapping the screen. There are also mini-games galore, like a spin-off to the popular iOS game Doodle Jump, and a cliff-jumping game similar to the also popular Cannibalt. Along with the basics, the game offers a number of add-ons that let you reskin the characters and their surroundings, as well as add new animations. These cost $1 a pack and are entirely optional, but are a nice addition to big fans of the game. Up next is Godfinger from NG Moko, a game that has you micromanaging the lives of your followers, who you can get to do manual labor in return for coins. The game has you expanding the world and erecting buildings, terraforming mountains, controlling weather cycles, and creating bodies of water. The aim of the game is to get more and more followers and to keep up the energy of your workers and the buildings they're working on, both of which can be replenished with mana. Mana regenerates, but sometimes not quickly enough. More can be purchased using in-game currency, which is bought with real-world dollars. Similar to other NG Moko freemium games, Godfinger is free of charge and can be played without spending a penny. Although if you want to build up your world quickly and spend less time micromanaging your followers, you can spend a few bucks. Godfinger can be found on both the iPhone and the iPad, but between the two, the iPad is both better looking and easier to play. Oftentimes you'll be pulling a follower from one side of your virtual planet to the other, and this is made less of a hassle with a larger play space. It's also easier to see more of the game's store items at once. Last on our list is Fingerzilla by Inert Soap. This $2 title is easily the most manic of the bunch and puts less of a focus on helping small people survive versus letting you destroy anything and everything in sight. In Fingerzilla, you are a destroyer of worlds, and you can blow up buildings, automobiles, army vehicles, and just about anything with your finger. Much of the gameplay depends on you simply mashing your finger on the screen, though making use of the iPhone's multi-touch screen lets you play with several fingers or a friend to rack up higher scores. There is also a strategy in working on a certain part of the city and its landmarks before the citizens can rebuild them. The game has 7 levels that are ready and willing to be destroyed. As you gain access to later levels, they are larger and there are more things you can destroy. There are also extra levels and power-ups that can be bought, including a mutation pack which brings extra destruction and an add-on that gives you more time within levels. At the end of each time level, you get a summary of how much damage you caused, which includes things like helicopters, buildings, and people that you squashed. iPad users looking to try the game out can pick up Fingerzilla Mega City, which brings the same gameplay mechanics, but lets you see more of that on the screen at once. So these are just 3 apps that let you play God, and based on their success, more are likely on the way. Don't forget that if you've got an app that you want us to tap, send us an email at tapthatapp@cnet.com. I'm Josh Lowenson, and thanks for watching.
For your daily dose of tech news, check out CNET's Loaded. It's packed full of the latest tech news highlights that matter to you. Find out the latest gadgets or the coolest gizmos, all that and more Monday through Thursday at cnet.com/loaded.